You reckon?
Come on and feel the sunshine. Come on and feel the sunshine. Just give in and let it go your mind. Just let the sunshine. Come on and feel the sunshine. Come on and feel the sunshine. Just give in and let it go your mind. Just let the sunshine.
Things the top part each have to be taken across the strip. Then he's up to about 1 million YouTube subscribers. Well, remember off, he's going to take this to the line. Here comes Herwin. Here he goes from 3 to 1. David King. They're going to get back to winning in the second corner. Switching the Manchester BMX out front. Right there in the turn, it was a duel.
Come on and feel the sunshine.
By sort of feel the
sunshine. Just give it and let it go. Just let the sunshine. Come on and feel the sunshine. Come on and feel the sunshine. Just give it and let it go. Just let the sunshine.
Top 3. Roger. Who's picking up his book? 18-year-old Ruben Smith. And Eames now the partner. He used to be so street as well. 18-year-old boys. And 5 straight to the red line. The first A final of the 2024 BMX National Series. Round number 8 hits the track, heading into turn number 1, and it is looking like Griffin's going to lead it. Hunter van der Malien's in nearing 3. He's chasing down Oliver Arnold, who sits in that second spot. So the E3 and the E7 are out front at the moment. Malien's still in nearing 3. Check out Sammy Phelps Cooper. Looks underneath Marco in turn number 2. But Marco hung on to it for DC Cycles. Heading into that final corner, it's going to be Griffin out front, your European number 3. He's going to pick up the victory in the 9 to 12-year-old cruisers. Who's going to get second? It's going to be Arnold with Malian in 3. All right, B final for the 13 and 14-year-old cruisers. Alfie went right. 13 and 14-year-old cruisers, the final is underway, heading down the hill. Cocky's got an absolute flyer. Kitson on the inside, but Sweetie getting involved as well. Hugh Hindley in there in 4, Robin Matton, Alonso and Isaac Caulfield battling for 5 and 6, McCrum in 7, Logan Young going through in 8, but doing it for Rav racing out in front. It is Lil Cotty in and out of the final turn. Has Kitson got anything for him? He's tracking him down. Cotty, Kitson, but Sweetie. That's going to be a 1, 2, 3. The 15, 16-year-old cruiser B final is on track. 15, 16-year-old cruisers hit the track. Check out Duran on the inside. He's got a flyer headed for turn number 1. Duran leads it. Millar look for Heino in the turn. He's going to have to slot into that second position. Here comes Stan Palmer. He's up to 3. Who's in 4? That's going to be JT Simpson Davies. Look at him threading the needle. Works his way into a podium spot. So Davies occupies 3 now. Duran, Millar, Davies in that order. Here comes Chapman looking at the inside of Palmer in that final turn. Palmer had an eye level position. No, on Davies didn't make it stick. Thomas Duran takes the win. Next up, 30 to 39 cruiser, the final. We have got 30 to 39 cruiser. Oh, somebody's blown it. Hudson's ended up on the floor.
think Livingston's blown his day as well, so that's opened it right up. Dan Popel leading it out. He's in there in one. Tom Palmer in two. How he held on to that one, I've got no idea. Behind Smalley Brown in there in six at the moment. As they come in and out of the corner, Jamie Webb is in there in three. But it is the 0-1 Dan Popel in and out of the final turn. He's going to get it. Tom Palmer's going to pick up the two. Jamie Webb for the three. And Livingston and Hudson wondering what might have been. 40 to 44-year-old crew.
Someone's about to be 50 quid richer. Mears has a great gate. Eaton's right there with him. Heading for the turn. The king of Rimmers looking like he's going to pick himself up the 50 quid. Rimmers out from then. Groves in there in two. That looks like Eaton in three. Who's picking up four? Looking like that could be Stevenson out of Barnsbury. Turn two action. Mears out front for Prostar BMX. This guy's checked out all weekend long. Smooth as you like into that final corner. Kingsley Mears going to rack himself up another national win this season. Down the final straight. Groves is in there for that two spot, and Eaton's going to round out the podium.
Right, 45 to 49. Cruiser in we go. Dave Stokes picking up the whole shot. Right, there's some whole shot money on the line for this one. Who's going to be the first across? It's going to be 50 quid richer. Looks like it's going to Morin Watson out of... Sorry. Well done, Rich. Fraser Watson. Right family, wrong rider. Never mind. It's been a long weekend. Fraser Watson out in front. Nobbermark going to Barnard in there in three. That's in your meet in four. But Fraser Watson taking it to the track. Whole shot award and all. Stay strong, going 2 and 4. Can I go on now? 50 to 54-year-old PE final.
50 to 54-year-old Cruiser. Cruiser's headed for turn number one. Looking like Hassel's looking for a whole shot, and he's going to fall. O'Brien having an elbow bashing session with Archibald in the turn. So it is going to be Hassel leading it through, and Brian in that two spot. Archibald in three, Butler's in four, Bentley in five. That's looking like Carver in six, side seven, Ellis in eight. The last turn in action, Stephen Hassel running away with it. Mongoose Factory does it. Brian doing all he can to close the gap. Not going to get close enough. Who's going to get the three? That was for Archibald.
Nothing says cruiser racing like an elbow in the neck. Going around to... $55 plus Cruiser. It's already getting tasty and interesting because here comes Minkoff and the McRock into turn number one. Billy Stuffle's working his way around the inside. Can Raymond Reed hold him off? That looks like Keith Brown in there in four. Fernie Shale under a bit of pressure from Stevie Noble into the corner. But out front and gone Michael Goff. Crucial BMX. Still got the skills, still got the speed. He even sings nice as well, so I'm told. Heading down the final straight, he's going to pick up the win. The McRock, he's going to take the two. Billy Stupple for the three.
17 to 29-year-old Cruiser B final head. Gate goes down on final number 15. Brooks, he's been shot out of the cannon, but here comes Ned Penny working his way across. Penny leads it. Brooks isn't done yet though. Wilson's in there in three, they're four abreast. In there in five, and 4, 5, 6 and 7 into turn number two. Penny and Brooks is the battle out front. Fletcher's in there in four. Here comes Alex around the outside. It's Penny. Brooks, last turn action, Brooks throws it under and makes it stick. Alex Brooks perfectly executed, he's going to take it. Penny, Wilson, Fletcher in that order.
What a move. 30 plus Cruiser ladies B final. 30 plus Cruiser women lead the gate. Let's have a look who's going to be the first of the first turn. SJN and Michelle Stopple. Looks like Michelle's getting the nose out in front. Sarah J. Nichols in there in two. Kim Batson in three. Sav Carver's on it in four. That is Lee Pendleton in 5, 6. Battling away for that 7 spot. The minute Teresa Challenge still pushing hard as well. But out in front, the Gosport National Race Team. It is Michelle Stopple into the final turn. Stubble, SJM, Batsford. That's going to be a 1, 2 and 3. Well, looks like Sav Carver is going to pick up the 4.
17 to 29-year-old women up on the gate for their Cruiser A final. We have got yet to go. 17, 29-year-old women are a go on the cruisers. Elsa Rendell Todd, your European champion, headed for 10, number 1. Triple into the corner. Who's in there with her? The British champs picking it up. Alice Lily to the European and the British number 1 are out front in 1 and 2 at the moment. Who's in there in 3? That's your national champion. So 3-1 plates out front at the moment. That is Hannah Drew. In there in 3. Who's picking up 4? Taylor Lee Mohan. Looking for a way through onto the podium. But it's all out front. Stay strong, Parker Ken. Elsa Rendell Todd, she's going to take the win in the 17-29 women's cruiser. Chisholm Drew 2 and 3.
Girls are girl 13 to 16-year-old cruisers. Annalise Cadman Carpenter getting her nose out in front of Cody Homer on the inside, heading into the turn. Alexis McCartney in there in 3. That looks like BB Alderson in 4 with Isla Ratcliffe in 5. And your Matt Alonso making a move now with Carmel Allison and Isla Young chasing hard. But it is HaloWheels.com. Annalise Cadman Carpenter into the turn. Under pressure now from Cody Harper. Look at the drag races they got on the final straight. Cadman Carpenter, half a bar left in front. She's going to get it. Harmer for 2. Alexis McCartney for 3.
7-year-old B final out on track. Then the 6.5.
6 and unders bringing the thunder. Here come the mini rippers down the hill. Looks like Bridal's got himself an absolute flyer. Lou and Chimera's in there as well. And that looks like Seth Guthrie coming around the outside. Shelby Yates is trying to duck underneath. Henry Dodd of Midlands is in there in about 5 at the moment, chasing down Benji Ross Foster out of Knowsley. Isaac Tomlinson out of Manchester as well. But there is no doubt who is checked out and gone. Oliver Bridal from Exeter BMX Club in and out that final turn. He's going to take away the win here at Manchester. Well, that might be Benji Ross Foster for 2, Lou and Jamira for 3, Goosey for 4, and Henry Dodd rounding out the top 5.
7-year-old girls on the gate for their A final. 7-year-old girls hit the track, heading for turn number 1. Looks like Ola Jew's got a great gate, but who's the rider on the inside? Got to be your British champion, Mabel Pine. She's got a home shot into the turn. Who's in there with her? Looking at the 3-6-6 of Maggie Devine's worked her way through. Henning's in there in 4. Who's in 3? That's got to be Ola Jewis. Look at them working their way through. Matilda Hewitt's on the inside into turn number 2. Just lets the rider go round, and that was Flick Brendel in there in 5 as they bring it on round. Pine out front, Divine, Jewis, Henning, Brendel, Hewitt, McGoldrick heading into that final corner, and Wyatt in there in 8. Down the final straight. Look at the drag race for that 2 spot. Looking like it is going to be Divine hanging on to it as they take it to the stripe. Pine, Divine, 1 and 2. Jewis rounds out the podium. 7-year-old boys up on the gate for 7-year-old boys are a go, looking like the rider out of Exeter's had a great gate, heading for turn number 1. That's got to be Clayton, your British champion. He's looking for a whole shot. Acetos on the inside. Oh, we've lost Rapid Roman in the turn with Tony Brown. Let's check out Frankie Jones, LCC race team. He's in there in that 2 spot. So as they bring it on round, it is going to be Clayton Jones out front. Really Pleasant's 14-3. Who's his corners? Logan Aceto for Moto 1365. Getting busy with the hot shot rider in 3. Not quite going to make it happen. Check out your British champion down the final straight. Joseph Clayton going to take it down to the stripe. Who's in 2? It's Frankie Jones out of LCC. Hot shot in 3 with a really pleasant score. Put your hands together for Rapid Roman, ladies and gents. And Toby.
Let's take a look as they head down the hill. Who's going to be the person taking the national win? Looks like we've got Phoebe Miller. Moto 1365 heading into the turn. Tyson's in there as well with Keller. These girls absolutely flying mixed pitch BMX. That is Lauren Snell in there in two. But they're all chasing Phoebe Miller into that second corner. Cara Cross, I think he's in. No, sorry, apologies, wrong rider. Megan Keller, Madison Stopple in there as well. Coming on, we've got Ellie Robinson in the mix. But it's going to be Miller taking it to the line. Miller in one. Snell in two. Eight-year-old boys heading down the hill. The question is, can anybody beat Henry Sullivan? He's heading into turn number one, out in front. Antek Perevni and Zapanos have been giving it the beans all weekend long, trying to work their way in. And can't tell Christian Garbachik because that kid's absolutely flying and getting better week by week. Sullivan, Perevni, 1 and 2. Zapanos in 3. That is Hatch in there in 4. Garbachik in 5. Alexander Gilbert going through in 6, but Henry Sullivan, Crucial BMX, taking yet another national win. Perevni and Zapanos 2 and 3. Hatch in 4.
9-year-old girls up on the gate for their A final. We've got Charlie Hargreaves. 9-year-old girls hit the track, heading for the first turn. Colin Sargent's had a great gate, heading for the corner. Here comes Bishop Honor, inside into the turn. Your World 7 leads it out. Bishop on a Halo Wheels race team. That's going to be Colin Sargent there in the 2 spot. Who's in 3 and 4 as they bring it on through. Holly Webb's in the 3 as they head into the corner. Eliza Powell in there in 4. But it's all about Bishop out front at the moment. Colin Sargent's done, yeah, she's doing all she can to close the gap, heading into that final turn. Looking like the 7-2-3s in there in 5. That's Rosie Geddes out of the Centurions, but it's going to be Bishop taking the national win. Colin Sargent in for 2, and Holly Webb's going to round out the podium. Nine-year-old Tara going final 43. Dowson's heading towards the turn. Yesterday's winner won the B final, so he's going to be short leading into the corner. Here comes Rex Ford in and out of the turn. And that looks like Seth Kacharik in there in 3. Hendrix Hines into the near. Thomas Charles slips his pedals and ends up at the back of the pack. Turn 2 action, in and out they go. It is Dowson, Ford, Kacharik, Hines, 1, 2, 3, 4. Westwood's in there in 5. Heading into our final corner. Charlie Dowson is checked out from the pack. He's going to take this national win in the 9-year-old boys. Seth Kacharik pushing forward to the line. Who's going to get 2? That one was close. Hines takes 4.
10-year-old girls up next, lining up. We have got 10-year-old girls. This class is stack. Let's have a look who's going to get to the corner first. Maisie Egan, Trixie Trace. 1 and 3 in a minute because Grace Hudak is right. Oh! Trixie Trace hits the deck. She leaned on Grace Hudak. It didn't happen for her. She went down at the exit of turn number 1. Meanwhile, Maisie Egan out of that second turn into the final corner. In and out we go. Is Grace Hudak going to catch her? She's having a go. Egan and Hudak to the line. Who's going to get into the stripe? Maisie Egan takes the win. Hudak in 2, Kiss in 3. We're going to check on Trixie Trace at the exit turn number 1. Ten-year-old boys, the final is girl Connor Hemphill from gate number 2. And Teddy Jones right there next to him, and he's blown him away into the first turn. Hemphill in there, he won. Look who's trying to get up alongside him. That is Jacob Anderson, Finley Monroe taking to the sky. Joey Tompkins on the inside going into turn number 2. But doing it for GT BMX out front. Connor Hemphill looking good right now. Monroe trying desperately to track him down in and out the final corner, but it looks like the title of champion of the weekend here going to Connor Hemphill. Monroe in 2, Anderson in 3, Tompkins in 4.
11-year-old. 11-year-old girls hit the track looking like Hyder. Had a great game. Out of lane number 2, here comes Paul. She's on her outside into the turn. Turn number 1 are going wild for Paul. She's in there in that 2 spot. That's going to be Grace Gerard in there in 3. Sarah Pritchard in 4, heading into turn number 2. Iris Hyder, your European number 3, leads it out. Elizabeth Lola Paul is not done yet though. Tracking her down in towards his final turn. Gerard inside the top 3 as he stands the template of flight. In there in 5, in and out of the final corner. Hyder, Paul, 1 and 2. That's how they're going to take it to the stripe. Gerard's going to run out your top 3 as we move on to a whole shot. 11-year-old boys hit the track. Someone's looking to pick themselves up a bit of DOS heading into the turn. Bibby's on the inside, looking favourite at the moment. Look at the Taj Jamira right around the outside, working his way in. It's going to be Bibby, Rollins, Jamira heading in towards turn number 2. Smith's in the... Oh! Rollins and Jamira hit the deck! Wow, wow, wow! Bibby's left out front and clear. Your European number 4. Harding's in there in 2. Garlet's in 3. But it's all about Pro Stock BMX out front. Bibby's going to take it right away to the stripe. Put your hands together, ladies and gents, for Taj Jamira and Leah Rowlands. They both went for it in the turn. It was a do or die move.
12-year-old girls dueling for the money down the first straight, heading towards turn number 1. Emily Eaton and Ruby Warren. Who's going to get there first? It is Emily Eaton picking up the whole shot award. 50 quid to the club. Emma Kiss in there on that 6 play where it's Brooke back 40. Inside the top 5 at the moment. Dakota Tucker in 6. They're all Connell in 7, but it's Emily Eaton, Ruby Warren. That's your 1 and 2. Kiss in 3. Esme Ward in 4. But nobody's stopping Emily Eaton of Pro Star. She's going to take the win, 12-year-old girls. 50 quid better off. Cha-ching. Also a whole shot class, 12-year-old boys. 12-year-old boys look like Harry Donald didn't quite get the gate that he wanted. Ethan Robson is right there next to him, but he's opened up the power into turn number 1 and picked up the whole shot award. Harry Donald wins the 50 quid. Out in front, Ethan Rogers in there in 2. James Miller doing it for the GT Factory team in 3. Ethan Howard going round the outside, battling away with Ethan Crooks Martin. But it is into the final corner. Harry Donald, Ethan Rogers, James Miller. That's your 1, 2, 3. Harry Donald taking the win.
13-year-old girls are lining up on the gate for their 8th. 13-year-old girls hit the track. Miller out of lane 1, heading for the turn, looking like she's going to get the advantage into the corner. Who's there with her? Isabella Rowe throws it under and looks for an elbow in the turn, but didn't quite make it stick. It is Miller, Rowe, Giannolino 1, 2 and 3 into the second turn. Who's that in there in 4? Looking like Patel and Cairns going 4 and 5, but it's all out front. Moto 1, 3, 6, 5. Katie Miller on an absolute charge. Last year's national number 2 under a bit of pressure from Isabella Rowe out of the final turn and down the straight, but it is Miller, Rowe, Giannolino in that order. 13-year-old boys up on the gate. This is a whole shots class. 13-year-old boys all going one of the most stacked classes into this series. Carty's leading it into the turn. Rayford's thrown it under and come out in that second spot. Carty, Rayford, Hamilton heading through the straight. Here comes Lawrence on the outside. Norman's in there as well. Tyres goes through in four. In and out of that second corner. Carty, he's under pressure from Rayford. Last turn action. Here comes Rayford in and up underneath. Tried to carve it, didn't quite get under far enough. Carty's hanging on. Has Rayford got enough for him? Rayford for two, Hamilton for three, but your winner in the 13-year-old boys, James Cottrell.
Fourteen-year-old girls heading down the hill. This is a whole shot class. For 50 quid, he's going to get it into the corner. Looks like it's going to be the two of Ailey Watson in and out of the turn. Amelia Emily just trying to get alongside her, and Lottie Brown's in there as well. Lily Hayes inside the top four. Grace Birch in five. In and out we go. Emily's taken the lead. Worked away past. Here comes Lottie Brown as well. Has Watson got anything left as they go into the turn? Bobbles and gets it slightly wrong. Emily Brown, look at the bound to the line. Who's going to get it on the strike? Too close to call. Wee-wah, woo-wah. 14-year-old boy. This one was absolute craziness yesterday. Looks like one rider's already hit the deck coming out of the gate. Kai Bowen's going to lead it into the corner. Heath Thomas working his way into two. That is Ben Larkins in three. Lucas Seeley in four. Guppy in five. Groves in there in six. Wilcox in seven. Bradley James hit the deck. Kai Bowen just about held on to the bank yesterday. Going down that third straight. In and out of final corner. Still not done yet because Heath Thomas is on his back wheel. Bowen, Thomas, Larkins, Seeley. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Guppy in five. 15-year-old girls. 15-year-old girls as they go Roy out of lane one, just shuts down Moore's headed for the turn, but here comes the Lexi Wait on the E3 plate. The European finalist from earlier on in the year leads it out. Ashwin's in there in that two spot. Marriott's worked her way into three more. Roy is in there in four. In and out of turn two. Alan's Factory Supercross. Lexi Wade charging away with this one into that final turn. In and out she goes. She's going to wrap up this 15-year-old girl's win down the final straight. Sabina Ashwin with a wicked weekend. She's going to go through in two with Marriott rounding out the podium. 16-year-old boys up next. We have got Curtis Cope.
Final 55, the 15-year-old boys are going to get the best of starts. Who's heading into the turn? Sorry, Cope did get a good start. It was Lang. They got shut down slightly, but he worked his way into two. It's split with one and two in a minute. Here comes Emily working his way through the package up to about 3 or 4 into turn number two. Emily Smith, don't hit the deck. Everyone's swallowed up in the crash. It's fluid out front. Look at them go. Cody Coker, Mason Lang, both of them are going to do it for fluid bars come over across. Who's going to be the lucky guy in three? Lucas Webster just about managed to stay upright on his bike after the carnage in turn two. He'll take that podium spot. Wow, oh wow.
Right, I got carried away before, now I can crack on. 16-year-old boys. 16-year-old boys finalist girl. This is going to be an absolute banger. The elbows are flying already. No! Clitheroe and Hoff have gone down in turn number one. That's left Ollie Kendall out there in front. Rayo Stefanovs is in there in two. Finn Phillips in three. Millar's fighting off Curtis Copeland as they go in and out turn number two. So Ollie Kendall, can he pick up the win for the Jump Club? Stefanovs isn't done yet. Finn Phillips is going to have a go down this final straight. Kendall, Stefanovs, Phillips, 1, 2 and 3. Kendall gets it. Finley Hoppy's all right. We're just looking at James Clitheroe.
We are resuming racing with the Masters. White gets a great gate. He's charging for the turn. Looking like he wants to pick himself up a whole shot. White leads in. Livingston's in there in about 6 in a minute. Beaumont's in 2. Irwin's in 3. Who's that looking up the inside? Got to be born. Here comes Irwin. Irwin goes from 3 to 1. David James throws in a move as well. Irwin, White, James, Beaumont's in there in 4. James isn't done yet either. In and out of that final corner. White chasing Irwin down. Has he got enough left in the tank? Or are Irwin going to get back to winning ways? Billy Irwin takes the Masters win. White for 2. Wow, wow, what a second corner. All right, female.
Right, fourth Moto for these riders, just 3 of them. I'm pretty sure Sav Carter's got the points wrapped up. Well, these 3 ladies are going to push as hard as they physically can around this track here at Manchester. Sav's in 1, Annie in 2, Fung in 3. So Manchester BMX Club, Savannah Carter in and out of that turn. Above that GT OS 20, bringing it into the final corner. It's going to go Sav, Annie, Fwong in that order. 1, 2, and 3. Savannah Carter's going to take the 30 plus female 20-inch win. Annie in 2, Fwong in 3. That's up on the gate for their partner. We've got Danny Taylor, Matthew Eaton, George Salmon, Adam.
Let's all go heading for the turn. Watson out of lane 1. Where's Martinez? He's right there with him. Fude, Martinez into the turn. Watson throws it under and works his way in front of Fude. Barnard's trying to work his way round as well. Danny T's running through a bit of traffic through the straight, so he's in there in 6. Martinez, Watson, Fude, Barnard, Fude in that order heading for the final corner. Can anyone ask any questions of Ben Martinez? I don't think they can. Crucial racing. Martinez, he's under pressure. Now here comes Watson to the left. That one was tight. Watson might have just nicked it.
Ron Vets are up next. We have got Neil Watson. It's Hilly and Reedy on the inside, heading down that first straight. That's for Archibald in the middle. Julian Allen's in there in 4, Fortune in 5. Craig Nelson threads the needle in that first corner and works his way into a top 4 spot. Battling with Julian Allen into the turn. Warrington's been squeezed out. So it is Hilly, Reedy, Archibald, 1, 2, 3. Julian Allen, turn bar in for 4. Hilly takes another win. Craig Nelson might just wrap up a top 5.
17 to 18-year-olds. Oh. 17 to 18-year-olds are a go. Smith has a great gate. He wants that few quid heading into the turn. Smith leads it out. Oh, Gerard and Adcock come together on the exit of the turn. Looking like the Green Machine rider's been swallowed up in the action. I think that was Holloway. So it is still with Smith out front. Gerard's chasing him down. Adcock's in there in 3. Biggers in 4. Fitzsimmons in 5. Fletcher 6. Doyle in 7. And Holloway in 8. Here comes Gerard down to the line. It's going to be Smith taking it from Gerard and Adcock.
All right, next up, 19 to 20. The gate drops and someone's just lit the fuse on a dynamite final here in 19 to 29. Tyrese Bradshaw picking up the hose up. Oh, the elbows are already flying. Callum John Maple wasn't backing down for anybody. Ross Sharp's worked his way up into 2. Callum John Maple still getting involved. Hayden Green in there in 4. That looks like Fawcett in 5. Oh, he got it wrong. Tyrese hit the jump. Now they're all over the back of him. Look at the drag race going down the straight. Tyrese Bradshaw, Ross Sharp. 1 and 2. Callum John Maple in 3. Wow, wow, wow.
17 to 29-year-old women are a go. Green got a great gate out of 1. She's heading for the turn. She's right there with Featherstone into the corner. Elbows are flying, green leads it, Featherstone in there in that 2 spot. Who's in 3? That's going to be Chisholm. Out of Team Mavo UK, Hannah Drew's in there in 4, turn 2 action. Featherstone isn't done yet, she's looking for a way round as they come out of that second corner through the straight. Green, Featherstone, Chisholm. Here they go, here comes Featherstone looking for a high-low. Chisholm gets involved, she wants a piece of the top 2 pie. Drag race down to the line, Featherstone's going to nick it on the stride. Green, Chisholm, Drew, 2, 3 and 4. Junior and Moto number 4 hits the track. Penny shuts down Simpson and Edwards. Oh, Edwards hits the deck. Griddle's checked out though. Look at him go. I don't think he's dropped a lap all weekend long. Griddle on forward. 1 and 2 heading through the straight. That's Simpson in there in 3. Johnny corner in 4. Penny in there in 5. In and out of that second corner. Damage 8 on 4. He's not letting Jimmy Griddle get away from him. In his size heading into the turn. Here comes Montfort. High low in the corner. Drag racing down the straight. Griddle's going to hang on to it for crucial. Right the way down to the strike with Danny Big Montfort.
Superclass are kicking ass down the straight. Who's going to be the first into the turn? Quillen is it all. Matt Hunt right underneath him. Callum Strickland on the outside. George Hunt making move. Here comes Josh Marden down the outside into turn number 2. Quillen is it all. Huge pile up in the turn. Everybody caught up except Quillen is it all. Tanner in there in 2. Strickland in 3. Battling with Bradley Russell. Quillen gets it, Harry Tanner for the 2, Brad Russell for the 3, and I think Taylor Hunt ended up in 4. Let's hear it from Matt Hunt. Championship winning all goal. Let's have a look who's going to get to the first. Freya challenge. Oh, Sienna Harvey is right on her back wheel. Betsy Black's in there in 4. Elsa in the top pushing hard. Ava Brown's been shot out the cannon. She's in there in 5 right now. Putting Freya the Slayer into the final turn. The 646 aboard that radio bike. She's going to pick up the win. Who's going to get the 2? Sienna Harvey, Betsy Black's. Freya the Slayer takes it. Wow. All right, so 2 weeks' time, we will see you in Birmingham for rounds 9 and 10. Wherever you are headed, have a very safe journey home, and we will see you in the Midlands for more red hot BMX racing action.
Don't start, is it? Wait, so we've got this bit and the back way. Doing what?